Hello everyone, welcome to Biking Diary. In this video I'm going to talk about my ownership experience of Z900 for the last 1 year. Yes, I've completed 1 year of ownership with this beautiful beast. I've done almost 8,000 kilometers, and I think I have got a fair bit experience on this bike right now to tell you more about its pros and cons, things that I love, things that I hate. Now, before I get into the details of what I like, what I don't like, let me tell you something. Every bike has got its pros and cons. So does this bike. There are certain things that I absolutely love, and there are a lot of areas where there is an opportunity for improvement. So before I get into the areas of improvement, let me talk about things that I really love. I think this machine is a hoot of a machine. Every time you swing your leg across it, you are gonna love the experience. Right from the first gear, it achieves speeds that are illegal in a matter of seconds. Literally in a matter of seconds you would be doing speeds which are illegal both in cities and highways. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Brilliant performance. Be it first gear, second gear, third gear. It loves to pop a wheelie. You don't have to learn how to do a wheelie. All you need to do is just put the traction control off and throttle hard. Your wheel is gonna pop up till third gear. It is just a wheelie popping happy machine. You don't have to learn separately, you don't have to pop the clutch, you don't have to do anything. It just does power wheelies so easily. So yeah, if you are a beginner rider, you are better off having the traction control off. That kind of helps in keeping the front wheel down, especially in the first 3 gears. And I think that's the performance that kind of thrills and you love it. Is this a beginner motorcycle? I don't think so. But if you are a matured rider, you can ride it for the first couple of maybe days, weeks, depending on how fast you can get comfortable with it. You can ride it in the rain mode or put the power in low, get used to the bike, and you can ride it. So a little bit of experience, yeah, it can be your second bike, but as a first bike, I personally would not recommend it. Now, there are a lot of areas where I think the Z900 can be a lot better. Some of the major complaints that I have is the number one. Again, this is in no particular order. As I remember things, I'm going to talk about them. So the first thing that I remember is the headlights. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. These stock headlights, from the opposite side, they look really bright and beautiful. But when it comes to actual functionality, riding in the night, these are not that great. The visibility is not good. So if you are someone who does a lot of night riding, or you plan to do some touring on this bike, you would definitely need auxiliary lamps, because with the stock headlamps, night riding is a little dangerous. The next thing, I think, where I don't know if it's a cost-cutting measure from Kawasaki or what it is, it has got a side stand indicator. Side stand sensor. So if your side stand is kicked out, you put it on gear, the engine's gonna cut off. So the sensor is there, but there are no indicators here to tell you that your side stand is kicked out. I mean, you have the sensor. How much or how difficult would it be to have just an indicator here to show that, yeah, your side stand is out? But no, that is not there. There has been quite a number of instances that, hey, I was talking with my friends, I stopped, I start the bike, put it in the first gear, engine has cut out. So yeah, indicator, any sort of indicator, I would have appreciated that a lot. After that, this TFT console, it can change color. It can either be black, right now it's black, or you can switch it to white. but there is no automatic sensor where depending on the light it either changes to black or white. Like for example, in the day it turns white and in the night it turns black. No, there are no sensors as such. There is no automatic switching of the backlight of the console. It's something that you got to do manually pressing these two buttons. The brakes are good. I wouldn't say they are bad. They are confidence inspiring. Could it be better? I guess, yeah, they could have been a tad bit better, but I think that is something that can always be upgraded. You can get a better disc pads. If you really want, you can get steel braided lines, but those are upgrades that you can do on your own. Apart from that, when it comes to mileage, again, this is not something that I'm saying great or bad. It's a inline 4, 125 PS. So if you ride it like how it's supposed to be ridden, I hope you know what I'm talking about. You ride a superbike how it's supposed to be ridden, you can expect a mileage of about maybe 10 to 12 maximum. However, if you ride it like, let's say, a commuter bike, like you're doing 50, 60 on the 6th gear, you can get up to maybe 21, 22 also. I have achieved it. Especially during my break-in period when I was keeping the throttle under control, no hard acceleration or such. I did get 21, 22, but once the break-in was over, I started riding this bike how it's supposed to be ridden. Yeah, I haven't got that kind of mileage again. But yeah, I know. If you ride it slow, I mean, for example, let's say, I can't show you here. So yeah, you have this eco light on. If you manage to be riding with the eco light on all the time, you see my instant mileage goes up to about 26.8, doing about 57, 58 kilometers per hour. Is that how you ride a superbike? No. But if you really want to extract that kind of mileage, this is the only way you can get good mileage out of the Z900. But yeah, for all practical cases, don't expect anything more than 12. It should stay between 9 to 12, again depending on your riding style, riding habit, those kind of things. I've put in quite a bit of accessories on the bike. I have got a BMC air filter. I'm yet to install it. I'll be installing it on my next service. I have got a slip-on Arrow exhaust. It's a first copy. It's not original. Because it's a slip-on, I really didn't want to invest on a original. It's not too loud. Just loud enough for me to be happy with the inline 4 music. It's not loud enough that I am disturbing passerbys or people are going to get a heart attack or they're going to be shocked. No, nothing like that. It just sounds good enough for me to be happy and not loud enough for people around to be irritated or get shocked. I have done a custom seat cover. I have put on a front oil seal protector. And I guess that's pretty much it. I haven't really done anything else apart from that. Talking about service costs, I think it's on the higher side, especially the labor of Kawasaki. You got to service it every 6 months or 6,000 kilometers, whichever is earlier. The parts are not that expensive for a superbike, but I think it's the labor cost that kind of stinks me a little. But that's how Kawasaki is, or for that matter, any premium bike. The labor is always on the higher side. Apart from that, the tires, I think the stock tires are pretty good. 8,000 kilometers done, and it still has a lot of life left. I think another easy 3 to 4,000 for sure. Is it the stickiest and the grippiest of the tires in the world? No, absolutely not. But again, it's not a really crappy tire. It's good if the road surface is good, it's dry, you will get a lot of confidence. Don't try and do anything stupid on wet roads or cold tires. For as long as you do that, I think you would not be complaining much about the tire. Again, just to repeat, it's not the best, but again, it's definitely not the worst. It's pretty decent for stock tires. And for a soft compound, 8,000 kilometers done and still has a good amount of life, I think that's pretty good. All right, the mirrors. Right now, as you can see, I've got my riding jacket on, and on the mirror, I think more than 50% of the mirror is covered by my arms, along with the riding jacket. So the visibility is not that great. Yeah, definitely a little bit of an bigger rear view mirror would have been better. The clutch, I absolutely love it. It's super light, it's super fast. Even in stop-go traffic, it really doesn't hurt your wrist. Since I was talking about mileage, let me also tell you something that on this bike, since from day one, the moment it came out of the showroom, I have been constantly filling in XP95. That's a 95 octane fuel, and that is what is recommended here. Also, if you can see, the 95 octane is written. That is recommended, though the showroom or the service guys, they did mention that you can fill in normal petrol also, and that's okay. But I believe the manufacturer of this bike, they know this bike a little bit better, and if they are recommending 95 octane, I just chose to stick to the manufacturer recommended octane. Now, there are a lot of other riders, even my fellow Z900 riders, who have filled in regular petrol. They haven't really faced any issue as such, but the only thing that happens is your engine tends to heat up a lot. For example, right now, if you see, I haven't been riding hard, but still, the engine temperature is about 80 degrees. If this was normal petrol, I'm pretty sure it would have been over 90-ish. So I have a friend who also rides a Z900. For a pretty long time, he was filling regular fuel, and he has seen some insane temperature on his meter, going up to even 110 degrees, showing overheat message and all that. But till date, I've never seen that, simply because I've been putting in 95 octane, and I'm pretty sure you know that the higher the octane is, your engine would stay that much cooler, because the combustion happens at the right time. That's a completely different topic altogether, why the higher octane is better. But yeah, it's in simple words, it's about when the combustion happens. With 95 octane, it just happens pretty much at the right time when the bike needs that ignition. The seats. Now, I think that's a pain point. The rider seat is big enough, but it's not very comfortable. And pillion seat, I think let's not call that a seat. You're better off putting in a seat cowl, because it's pretty much useless. If you have a pillion, they are going to be complaining within maybe 10-15 minutes, and because the seat height is so high, so small, and so hard, pillion would not enjoy riding on this bike. It's not meant for a pillion. So just in case if you're thinking that, hey, I'm gonna buy a Z900 and me and my partner, we are gonna be having fun around, I promise you this, your partner is not gonna be happy, and you would be going out alone most of the times. Maybe you would make other friends riding by these, so you might not technically be alone, but your partner would not be with you. And yeah, that's pretty much my ownership experience. It has been completely hassle-free. The bike has not given me an iota of problem, except for the so Z900s have an inherent problem. Every couple of thousand kilometers, you would see the idle RPM dropping. So you need to adjust it manually. It's not a very difficult job. You don't need to go to the service center for it. You can do it yourself. I have a video on this very topic on how to fix this issue. So I'll put in a link on the description or on the I button above. You can check it out if you want to. It's pretty simple. Apart from that idling issue, this baby has not given me any problem at all. I just love this bike in spite of whatever issues I said. I think those are, for me, minor issues compared to the amount of fun I have on this bike. Absolute hoot to ride. I don't think I'll exchange it for anything else. With that, if you found this video informative or you have any suggestion for me, put it in the comments below. Do hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye-bye.